All right. Hello, lovely people. Today it's all about your core and your glute muscles, your booty, because those are one of the biggest stabilizers in our body. Core holds everything together, inner organs, glutes help with the pelvis and hip support, and from here all the way down needs a strong glute. So let's get started. We have a 15-minute circuit, 40 seconds work, 15-second rest. I have it just right here ready. And our first exercise, we're going to start with a T-zone activation. So here we're going to place these two little fingers inside our hip bones. Just find the hip bones and go a bit inside. Relax your shoulders. We're going to lift the pelvic floor like when you stop from going to the toilet and draw hip bone to hip bone across towards the center. And relax. Keep your spine in neutral. Imagine that you're putting a jeans on, pelvic floor up, hip bone to hip bone, and then your lower belly is flat and working. That is your T-zone, and we want to need it for every single exercise. Pelvic floor up, hip bone to hip bone. You might feel some little muscles popping in here. And relax. And we go again. Core tight here. And relax. For our next exercise, we're going to use the T-zone, and we're also going to slide the bottom ribs towards the hip bones to activate the obliques. So here, T-zone tight, ribs to hips, belly strong and flat. We're going to lift one leg to tabletop, extend, back to tabletop, and down. Other leg, breathe in, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and again, inhale, exhale, in, exhale. Now when you're doing this exercise, these first exercises are quite easy because we just want to focus on keep the T-zone active and the ribs to hip connection, okay? With the shoulders relaxed. We also focus on doing sharp angles here with our legs. So the knee is exactly over your hip and not towards your chest, okay? Here you can extend towards the ceiling, towards the wall, or towards the mat. One more time. Extend, back to tabletop, and down. Keep your feet flat on the mat. Hold here your neck with both hands. Arms wide or elbows wide. T-zone tight. Breathe out. Curl up, ribs to hips. Head down. Curl up, ribs to hips, head down. Here we're aiming for a flat belly. Okay? Don't let your abdominals bulge out. Keep them flat, ribs to hips. You don't have to curl up too much, but you have to think about using your core muscle and not so much the neck, okay? Actually, no neck for this. Everything comes from your core. Breathe out, breathe in. Breathe out, breathe in. We need a strong core to support our back and pelvis, to hold our inner organs, to have better balance. Rock the knees here from one side to the other. For the exercise, I'm going to give you options. I'm gonna bring the legs in tabletop position, imprinting the spine. That means that there is no gap between the lower back and the mat. And we're going to extend here one leg at a time in bicycle legs. Notice that I have my 90-degree angles. You can extend towards the ceiling, towards the wall, or towards the mat. If you want more, hold the contraction. Strong core help us have better balance, better posture. Eyes are looking at the top of your knees. Notice that I'm shaking here. You might be shaking too or not. That's all good. Feeling strong. Almost there. And relaxing. Feet down, rocking again. The knees from one side to the other. Now, we're gonna go here with the palms by the side. Heels aligned with the sit bones. T-zone tight, pelvic curl or glute bridge. Tucking the tailbone under, one vertebrae at a time. We go up and slowly lower one vertebrae at a time. This exercise helps us improve the strength in our glute muscle, which is good for our hips, the pelvis stability. but also help us with the mobility of lower back. That's why we want to focus on that vertebrae at a time. We hold here at the top, squeeze your glutes, tighten tight ribs to hips. We pulse, pop, pop, pop. It's not fast. We focus on squeezing and maintaining the core tight to protect our lower back. Keep that posterior tilt. Keep pulsing a few more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly lower and rock the knees here again from one side to the other. Our next exercise, bring legs in tabletop position, imprinting the spine. Here you can work with one leg at a time, alternating, halfway, all the way down. You choose your level. And you can keep the head down or you can add a curl here. Lower back is against the mat, tighten tight, leave a space between your chin and your neck. Checking that this is all flat. If you need a rest, please go for it. Rest, pause, have a sip of water and then come back. It's all good. Keep your elbows wide and we rest. Down, rock the knees here from one side to the other. Okay, we are going into a plank position on elbows. Elbows on the shoulders, tuck your toes, keep your feet together, squeeze your glutes, checking that the buttocks is not up, is aligned here with the shoulders. Press the mat with your elbows so we are not sinking here in a shoulder joint. And now we add a knee tap. One knee at a time. Ribs to hips. I know you might feel the core's working already. The tighten is tight always. The ribs to hips. If you feel like the shoulders are going, press again the mat with the elbows. One knee at a time. Breathe. We're almost there. Good. Okay, knees down. We're going back on our backs for another round of glute bridge. This time, hold the pelvis up, tuck the tailbone, hip bones even, palms facing up. We march, lifting one leg at a time to 90 degrees. Notice that this exercise is slow because we want to keep our hips even, not moving at all. Otherwise, you're gonna be putting more weight in one side than the other, and your back muscles and your glutes are not gonna work evenly. Keep your core flat, maintain the tuck, almost there. Good. Breathe. Keep the tuck. And slowly lower. Okay, now we're going on to the side. Elbow on the shoulder. You can keep the bottom knee bent. Extend the top leg. Lift your hips. This is a side plank. And you can stay here or you can bring the bottom foot, the bottom leg behind the other so the big toe is touching the heel. You can also stay here or pulse. Squeeze the glute and squeeze the side of your waist. Breathe. And the same thing, you can do it here with the knee bend, squeezing. Here we're working obliques, glutes, hips, shoulder stability. We're almost there. Breathe. We're almost there. The sweat is coming. 3, 2, 1. All right, let's go to the other side. Same thing. Choose your option. First, checking that the elbow is on the shoulder to have stability here. Keep that knee bent or extend. Top leg, hand on the hip or here. Pulse. Squeeze and squeeze. I always say in my classes that when you do that, just put a happy face and smile because it's already hard work. So just let's find some joy joy in it. Whew. Good. Working here with the shoulder. Squeeze and squeeze. Breathe. Almost there. Ooh. Oh, 1 second left. Okay. All right. Now we are going back on our backs. Glute bridge, single legs. Palms are facing up. You can keep the knee bent or extend. It's the same thing. We work here with a posterior tilt. 1 vertebrae at a time. And then slowly lower. 1 vertebrae at a time and slowly lower. Choose your option for the leg. Here the focus is on the heel. Press the mat with your heel and squeeze the glute. Ooh, feeling the burn. We're also activating our hamstrings here. Keep your T-zone tight and your core engaged, otherwise you're gonna feel the exercise on your lower back. And this is a glute exercise mainly. Let's go with the same thing. Correcting the posture, T-zone, ribs to hips. Relax the shoulders. From the chest up, everything is relaxed. From the chest down, everything is working. Let's go. Choose your option, knee bend or extend. Like we did before when we were marching, we have to check that our hip bones are even and that we're not lifting one higher than the other. I can feel it automatically here on my back, okay? We still have to focus on the glute, pressing the mat with the heel. Squeeze. Almost there, almost there. Good. I bet that glute is burning and relax. Okay, rock a little bit the knees. Let's get ready for the next exercise. We are going into plank again. Elbows on the shoulders, tuck toes here on the back, checking down the buttocks is not up, is here aligned with your shoulders. You can stay here or you can add a side tap. If you start to feel that this is too much, just bend the knees and stay here and focus on your T-zone and your ribs to hips, okay? There is no problem with that. You go as you feel. No need to push. We're doing this to improve, not to kill ourselves. Let the breath flow. Keep pressing the mat here with your elbows to stabilize your upper back. Almost there, almost there. Okay, knees down. And now we stretch. Bring here one knee between the hands. Breathe. Slide the back leg away. And we relax here, the shoulders. This is a swan stretch or a pigeon stretch. If you don't feel comfortable in this, you can try to extend the leg. You can put a cushion here under your knee. Bend the knee. You choose. Here we're stretching our glutes and our hips. And we can rock here from one side to the other. And catch up with the breath. It's hard to do the exercises and talk at the same time. So don't talk, just follow me, just follow me. Breathing. Okay, bring the hands back. Take that knee down or back and bring the other one in. And we stretch again here in a swan position. Relax your shoulders. If you feel comfortable, go all the way down. You choose. Breathe. Try to soften here your lower back. Good. You can rock here from one side to the other. If you want, you can also stay here in a cobra. Bring this hip bone down so you get a gentle stretch here in your hip flexors too. Play with it, make it yours. As long as you relax and breathing, the stretch is good for you. Okay, we have just one more in here. Bring the hands back. Coming into child's pose, keeping your thighs, your legs here parallel. We did this one on our Pilates for digestion. This is a child's pose with a cobra. Tuck your toes, lift the knees, squeeze your glutes, relax here in your belly. Knees down, child's pose again. Breathe out, breathe in. Open your chest and squeeze the glutes. Knees down, breathe out, breathe in. Tuck, open, breathe out. Good. One more time. And knees down and reach. We always finish with a gentle stretch in our classes. We always start with mobility, and we always do the hard work in the middle. So I hope you enjoyed this one and you feel abs and your glutes burning. And thank you so much for joining me today. I'm sweaty. I hope you are too. And I'll see you on my next video.